All right. Okay, so you had surgery last Wednesday,
Yes, sir.
and you're kind of more experienced than our average patient because your brother-in-law
Yes.
is like our TV star.
Yeah.
He's had, I think his videos, he's had a former lap band
Yeah.
that we took out, but his videos have had like 9,000 views. So, I mean,
Well, they're on the home page.
On the front page.
The first picture, so what do people do when they go there? They go
Their
to the
stuff,
first
they have
picture.
to
I'll
look at
start here and
Gio.
go
Well, you know, I put in about Nora's Restaurant, too.
Yeah.
You want to put a plug in?
I better, huh?
All right, Nora's Restaurant is a fine Italian cuisine
Correct.
here in Las Vegas. And what are the addresses?
The Nora's Original is on Flamingo and Jones, and the wine bar is at Charleston and Rampart.
So
there's two
while
different-
you're in Las Vegas, and those of you listening out there on the internet, if you're here in Las Vegas,
Stop by.
come on by, right?
Yeah.
And okay, well, so I guess we could talk about you.
Okay, a little bit. I guess we could.
So how was your surgery? I think the morning after you had some problems, right? Didn't what you had some pain or nausea?
Yeah, I had
or
a lot of pain swallowing.
pain swallowing.
Yeah, I
Right.
just felt like someone was standing on every sip, just trying to force it through.
We actually know who the person was.
Yeah. Well, supposedly you were there, but I never saw him, so I'm still wondering if you were there.
I wasn't. Actually, we have a visiting surgeon from Caracas. That way I can play golf. So he does the surgery. You never
Did you
know.
at least cut him in on the check?
We pay him immigrant wage. Better edit that part.
That's why it's been taking a long time. Nice.
So you had that feeling of heaviness
Yeah,
and
really.
blockage and
Yeah, like
swelling.
I felt like what in my head I would think is if you were trying to shove like stew into a funnel and like standing on it, like it just felt like everything was just being pressed.
And that's actually I mean, that's a
was
very
horrible.
good description because the surgery cuts and sews and causes swelling. I think you had that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for weeks, right?
Well, I had some weeks because I didn't call you, so.
No, but I mean,
Well,
it,
Sandy hit me up on Saturday. She's like, "Are you taking the Tylenol?" I'm like, "No." So I started taking that, and
That helped a little.
Yeah, well, it helped fairly quickly. By the next day, that pressure point was gone. But Sunday was my worst day.
yeah, Sunday is your worst day. Can you tell us about Sunday? How bad was it? A lot of
was
people
kinda bad
hear
for me.
nothing but good things when we talk about the surgery, and we want to kind of bring out that there are some problems that can happen. You can have some bad days. And
Well, I just didn't want to eat or drink anything. Didn't matter what it was.
'Cause it was so-
the smell. Well, I have a really strong nose anyway. It's been worse. So like any soups, even the Gatorade, any smells, I just like, oh nope, can't do that. And so I knew when he got home from work, I was gonna get so yelled at because I know I had been doing really good. I was drinking like 3 Gatorade bottles
I just
every
want to
day.
say I respect you having the courage to yell at your wife.
I do all the time.
You do.
I let him think that. But so when he got home, I was like, okay, I need to have a plan because I'm sure it's going to both be bad. But I realized that maybe I just needed to go to the store, walk around, find some new flavors or something, and that worked. We got home, and I really did well the rest of the evening.
Okay.
But
Another thing to
the
point
day
out
was
is that
horrible.
we see. You remember? Have you ever run into a woman who's been pregnant, who has those kind of feelings of the funny smell? You know, where the smells really bother them. So that's because of the change in hormones, the change in estrogen. And it may well be that with the surgery and your change in estrogen, that some of that kind of feeling of where the smell really bothers you could be related to the hormonal changes too. Have you been at all kind of grumpy or tearful or anything?
Sunday I was a little bit, yeah.
Tearful.
Yeah.
Have you tried the patch?
No, I hadn't.
Okay.
I hadn't.
But
I
you
know
feel
it's there. But
you feel better now?
yeah. Yesterday was
only that
fine.
one day.
Yeah, it was
One
just
day.
that one day.
I knew it was
Yesterday
going to be a bad day. She started that morning.
I was staring at my meds going, I can't do it. I had such anxiety. I was sweating. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't put that in my mouth. And he left for work going, make sure she doesn't leave the table. And I didn't. I was just staring at it. My mom's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I ended up finally doing it, and I'm like, I'm going to puke. Oh my God, that's going to be the worst thing on earth right now. And it ended up staying down, but the whole rest of the day I didn't touch a thing. I stared at my bottle. I'm like, if that's still sitting here, he's going to know it's the same one. And it was so. I tried.
I'm not sure your marriage should be put on TV like this. You know? I think so.
Well, he didn't want to have to leave, but since he had to leave, it was like, He put other people in charge of me.
Well, let me say for the rest of you that we don't worry quite that much about the medicines, so that in the future you don't have to push.
I was worried about the medicine so much as her drinking. I wanted to
Yeah,
make sure
the drinking's
she
valuable,
drank.
right? But don't just to say about the medicines again. They're not critical. Give them a little bit of a rest. Be nice about them. Don't force them.
Oh, I forced.
You don't have to force them. Just if you miss a couple of Pepto-Bismos and things like that, don't worry about that.
Good to know.
Be relaxed.
Yeah, I thought I was cool because before the surgery, I couldn't stand liquids, period. Pills, I don't have a problem with. So I thought I was cool because I found the Pepto tablets.
Yes.
Then when I got home and went to go take one, I realized they're chewable.
Yeah. That's
No,
bad.
that lasted like 20 minutes longer. I was like, hell.
Okay.
There is
There is some that's not chewable.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
The
there's
ones I
some
got-
caplets now, I think, or
Caplets.
something.
See, I must have got the wrong
Like
ones.
if there's a Costco or something here, you can buy them like 4 packages.
Yeah, I
That's-
must have.
Yeah.
So that
But
lasted
if
way
you
too
don't
long.
if you don't feel like it, always go ahead and skip it. Like there actually is an underground Microsoft Excel spreadsheet that has all of the times and when you
Yes.
take everything. And I don't offer it because I don't want you to do that. I don't want people to be sitting there with their watch going, okay, all right, 10. Pepto-Bismol now. Go. All right, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're going with the Tums. Hold it. Take a breath. Okay.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
long breath.
what was the trainer in Rocky? You know, okay, Rocky. All right, we're gonna have some Tums coming up next. You know? So,
That was about it. Good.
but how are you today?
I'm fine today. Tired. We thought we were cool and we stayed up for that meteor shower last night.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm a little tired.
Drinking okay now?
Yeah.
Have you weighed yourself?
Yes.
And
13 pounds. And he yelled at me and thought that was too much. But I'm like, I feel fine, so I don't think that's... an
well,
issue.
I was going to say I might be a little much, and you might want to try and take a tiny bit more Gatorade and salt. 13 pounds at 6 days is a little more than we would hope. It's wonderful to get started, and some people do lose that much, but it might make you a touch more tired. It's not dangerous, so don't yell at her. But just it's okay if you lose that much, but it could make you a little tuckered out and tired out and dehydrated. Okay. Any questions? Anything that's not clear that we need to go over or worry about?
How much did you have bypassed?
8 feet.
Any
I have a question.
Yeah.
Water. It seems like she is got in her mind that she's not allowed to drink water at all. It has to be
No,
Gatorade.
that's.
And how long does
Yeah,
that
the water
last?
and Gatorade. I need to do another couple videos on this because people do get unclear about this. Gatorade, I push a lot because, as in your wife's case, she's a little dehydrated, and Gatorade is wonderful at rehydrating. And I tell this story a lot, but Gatorade was actually, before there was Gatorade, there was a tremendous medical problem in the world. Gigantic medical problem that killed millions of people, and it's called cholera. In other words, when you drink contaminated water in many third world countries, they get a diarrheal illness called cholera. Okay, and to treat that, they would become the diarrhea would be so devastating it would dehydrate them and kill them. So they would treat them, the best treatment was give them IV fluid and resuscitate them, fill them back up until they got over, their body fought off the cholera germ. And that would happen. Okay? But in third world countries, they don't have clean needles, they don't have sterile IV bags and fluids, and so a variety of doctors came up with the idea of just putting back in IV fluid that you can drink. And they found that the sugar, the salt, and potassium could resuscitate these dehydrated cholera victims, and it's been an unbelievable development in world healthcare. This fluid, which is called oral rehydration solution, ORS, is kind of magical. It absolutely changes people's lives. So, our patients are in a kind of a similar situation. That is, they often, because of the surgery, are losing so much fluid that we have to resuscitate them. And we know for a cholera victim, if we gave them water to resuscitate them, they would pass away. They wouldn't live. They need not water, but they need this kind of magical mix that's in Gatorade, which is a little bit of sugar, a little bit of sodium, and a little bit of potassium. And that mix is